There we go. Good morning. I think you're all good now. Awesome. Morning is you're having a great time in France. And yeah, and I think there's quite a few people on catch up. So yeah, amazing. Let's stretch. We'll start on our backs today in our Shavasana to begin. Happy Sunday. Oh, just find that lovely position on your backs. Laying down, taking in a little bit of time just to stop wiggling around on the mat to see how you feel this morning. So I think it's always nice just to take a little moment just to see, is the back sore? Sometimes you can sleep funny if the back feels okay. Maybe see if it feels all right to extend the legs. Maybe just take up space. I quite like to take up space in my own home. So bringing the legs nice and wide, the hands a little bit further apart, away from the body. Backs of the hands relaxing down onto the floor. Maybe wiggling the shoulders down a little further away from the ears, lifting the head up, chin to chest, and then slowly allow the neck to soften down onto the mat. Oh, nice. And then just taking any last chance to scan from the top of the head down the face, along the front and the back body, to see if there's anything that you can do to make yourself feel a little more soft, relaxed. Always remembering that if the lower back is sore, just bend those knees and find a position that suits. As we move through the practice, it's just about letting go of kind of the mind, letting go of the ego, taking some slow, deep breaths and moving through the practice to get what you and your body need from it. Breathing in with me nice and slow through the nose and slowly breathing out. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Again, breathing in. Keep the mouth closed this time and exhale. So if you can send the breath maybe slightly down the back of the throat, making that little hushing sound. Again, breathing in, mouth closed, and breathing out. Just repeating that a few times over and over. See if you can make your inhalation and your exhalation roughly the same length. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. And then slowly begin to bring some movement into the feet. That could be circles, pointing and flexing, little toe wiggles. Just bring some movement into that space. Maybe even begin to bend the knees and bring the feet down onto the mat. If you have them extended, bringing them about hip distance apart. Good. We're going to open and close the hands, maybe wiggling the fingers, maybe even roll the wrists a little bit. Take a moment just to do what feels right. Bring some movement into the hands. Inhale and exhale. Just letting go of the day. Setting any little intention that you like. Is there anything that you want from the practice? Anywhere in the body you feel like you really want to make sure I get a little bit of time to stretch there? Is there any intention you might set emotionally that you might want to let go of? And just make a little wish here as we move through today's practice. And remembering, if we didn't quite get to those spaces that you wanted physically, always maybe take some time on your own to see if you can kind of move in that area a little more. Take the practice for you. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Arms come up over the head, little arch at the back. Feel like being a little gummy bear. I love this one at the start, especially when we start on our backs. Just feels like that beautiful way to wake up, especially on a Sunday morning. Sometimes I like to wiggle the hips a little bit left to right. Breathing in and breathing out, just getting a little sense of where you're at with that lower back, a little bit more into the spine. Beautiful. We're gonna push you into the feet a little bit, lift tiny bit in the pelvis, just to flatten the lower back down. Good, slowly bring those hands up towards the ceiling and down. Good, just moving a little bit again. Inhale, reach it up. Arms come up over the head, maybe clasping the hands together, arch that spine. So we're gonna feel like we get a little gummy bear under there, walking underneath as such. The imagery always comes from my yoga teacher that I learned from in Costa Rica. He always said that, and I thought, oh, it's a good little imagery, makes me smile. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Good, pushing up and slowly lowering down that lower back. Bringing the hands back up and down alongside the body. Good, one more time. Inhale, reaching up and reaching the arms up. Arch the spine, nice little work in the back. 3 deep breaths here, filling that space in the ribs. Rib cage 2. And 1, beautiful, slowly lifting up, flatten the lower back, and slowly reach those hands up and down alongside the body. Great. We're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest and swing it to the left. Good. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Switch those knees in a way that feels good to you, slow or quick, just saying a little, hello to those hips. Keep it flow. For 5, breathing in and out. Make a little bit of music on 4, love 3, next one, inhale and exhale 2, and 1. Good. Next time you've got that right knee drawing up, let's hold it in. Beautiful. Get a little bit of just opportunity to drawing, maybe extending that left leg out if it feels good to you. Amazing. Taking a little time here, maybe moving the knee a little bit left to right. You've got the option to take the right hand into the right knee. Inhale, opening it wide. Left hand support sometimes and pushing down into that left hip so that it doesn't roll. So we're trying to keep the hips. The word we use is square, just kind of facing up towards the ceiling. Good. Maybe tucking under into the glutes as we open up. Inhale, slowly bring the knee back across. Grab it with the left hand and see how it feels just to take the knee slightly over towards that left-hand side. Stop when it feels too much. Just slowly move, feeling it out. Inhale, we're going to open it up. Breathing and tucking under in the pelvis. Relax the shoulder blades down into the mat. Good. And if you feel like you know where the movement's going, just take your gaze back up towards the ceiling rather than the computer. Or the phone or whatever. Just take a moment just to look up. Take that pressure off the neck. Leave the TV. Inhale, slowly bringing the knee back to center. Cross it over. You've got it as far as feels comfortable to you. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Inhale, we're going to open it wide again. Beautiful. Tucking under, left hand on the left hip, making sure that left hip is down. Deep breaths in. We're practicing our Ujjayi breath, mouth closed today, so that breath of equal parts. Our inhale and our exhale in that breath are as equal as you can get them. And we're just breathing slowly, mouth closed, kind of sending that breath down the back of the throat. Good. Inhale, slowly bringing the knee back to center, crossing it over. Awesome. Now you've got the option this time to cross over a little bit and stay where you are and hold. You can roll and lift up in that shoulder and roll the body as far as possible towards that left-hand side. Option to take a supine twist here. So I like to build into this one, especially in the morning. I'm going to take that right shoulder, roll it up, and then slowly drop the shoulder back. See if you can open the chest a little more towards the ceiling. And if you've got that little bit of a range, wiggling so that the shoulder blades are a little more moving in the direction of the floor, but don't worry if the twist is too deep, just take it a little bit. You can either relax that right hand on the right hip, keeping the chest open as far as feels comfortable. You've got that left knee bend and twisting supine twist this morning. Beautiful. You also have the option maybe to bend into the left foot if you can find it. Good, and just take it with the knees bent, little twist here. Arms come out to the side, and you can also reach back with that right hand for the right toes. Taking a little bit of an extra arch of the spine if that feels good to you. No pressure to take that at all. Breathing deep. You can be here, you can legs out, you can just be holding the knee. Just find the space to take some deep breaths. Inhaling with me. And exhaling. Whatever way feels good to you. Ujjayi sometimes feels good to exhale through the mouth. Just see where that breath helps deepen that stretch. Beautiful. Good. Taking the right hand into the left toes. Just draw the leg out. Beautiful. We're going to bring that right hand back over. We're going to use the left hand and elbow. Push it into the mat slowly. Roll yourself back onto your mat. Nice little twist to get in to the day. Good. We're going to draw that right knee up. We're going to take some circles with it. Good. Just getting some depth into the hips, releasing all that you've done all week. 4. Nice, slow, deep breaths of me. 3. Beautiful. 2. And 1. Inhale and exhale, drawing that knee up and slowly bringing the foot down onto the mat. Great. Let's draw the left leg up if you've taken it out. Remember, it's absolutely fine to keep that bent at all stages. Inhale, we're going to draw the knee in, relax the shoulders down into the mat. Good. And just feeling that little bit of work into that left hip. See how that feels breathing in and breathing out. You have the option to stay there, or you can extend the right leg out if you like. Just breathing with me. Soften the forehead, relaxing any tightness in the jaw. Maybe breathe in and breathe out. Just working a little into that left hand side. Amazing. We're going to take that left hand and the left knee and just see maybe it feels good to open that knee. Tucking under. This time the right hand is on the right hip, so you can see in this direction, just pushing down a little bit so that it doesn't have that tendency to lift and roll. We tuck under by squeezing into the glutes, helps open up in the hips. Breathing in. Breathing out, relaxing the shoulders down, softening in the jaw. Slowly bring the knee back across. You can use the right hand, so you can bring it slowly, just a little bit over if you want. It doesn't have to be far. Just see if you're moving. And take it slow. Always build into these things. Inhale, bringing the hand to the knee. And opening up wide, exhaling. And maybe working with that Ujjayi breath, our pranayama, that style of breath. If not, just breathe slower, especially your exhalation. Inhale, bringing the leg across. It helps calm that nervous system. Just see how you're feeling here, guys, as you cross the leg over. Really feeling it. Was it tight? What's going on for you? Inhale. Opening it wide, tucking under, just feeling the openness in the hips. You've got it. Breathing in. And as we slowly exhale, bringing that knee across. And if you wanted, you can stay here, relax, close the eyes. You can take a supine twist. You can lift up. Always say lift up in that shoulder to begin. You can stay here in a little bit more of a relaxed position. You can then roll that left shoulder up towards the ear if you like. And what we're trying to do is open the chest more towards the ceiling. We're twisting the body towards the left. Maybe see if you can wiggle those shoulder blades a little more open. Option here to relax the hand onto the hip. Inhale and exhale. You can bring the elbow down a little further onto the mat if there's openness on that side. Relax your belly. Good. If you want it, you can bend. So thinking about that right leg, you can bend the right knee. And you also can take that left hand, maybe see if you can find those toes. Good. What we do is we push the toes into the hand. We draw that shoulder down and away. And take a few deep breaths. So feel that belly fill, maybe the ribs. Just that lovely little bit of an arch of the spine if you want it. Just find what feels good. Breathing in Breathing out today for 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. And relaxing, extending that leg again if you chose to. If not, we're going to slowly come back over towards that right hand side. We're going to use the left hand to lift the left knee, right arm or elbow pushes into the mat. We slowly roll back. Amazing. Onto our backs. Good. And again, staying here, you can bring the leg. We're going to take a few circles here. That left knee. Breathing in and breathing out. Just see how it's feeling. Take them as big or as small as you like. 4, 3, 2. Amazing. And one. Inhale, slowly draw the knee in. And exhale, bringing the foot down onto the mat. Good. Let's bring that right leg up to meet it if you have it extended. Nice one, everybody. Inhale. Let's bring both knees in. And exhale, relax the shoulders down. Good. Just checking in. We're going to move the head left to right, getting a little bit into the neck. Just moving so that the ears are drawing down as far as feels comfortable towards the mat or floor. And then maybe see if you can rock the knees opposite direction to where you're looking. Let's see if you can get that little bit of a wiggle in. 4. Nice. 1, 3, 2. And 1. Breathing in, breathing out, coming back to center. Awesome. Good. We're going to bring the biggest toes to touch, hands on our knees. We're going to do our big circle. So we're drawing the knees wide. And what I want you to do here is flatten the lower back into the mat as we do this. We're going to fire up our core a little bit as we work a little bit into those hips. So drawing the knees around, keeping that lower back connected with the mat and round. Good. Some nice deep breaths. I'm going to keep this moving, keep this flowing for 5. Inhale and exhale, relaxing in the face and the jaw, maybe a little smile. 4. Nice. 3. Let's get really nice and deep into those hips. Working into firing it back for 2. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Slowly bring the knees in. And this time we're going to separate the feet, draw it out. Let's take our little rock side to side if you like. Just a little tiny one to see where you're at. A little breath for our full happy baby, or option to see if you can stay right here. We're going to find some stillness again. And just let it go. Now, if the hips are really tight, you can bring the hands below the knees and just support here. Or you can let it all soften down. Good. If you feel like full happy baby, something you like to do, we're going to kick the feet up. We're going to let the knees drop down a little bit more. So we kind of let them draw in the direction of the armpits. We walk the hands up the lower part of the leg, and maybe grabbing the outer edges of the feet or the lower part of the leg. And make a little rock side to side. Breathe in. Just going to wiggle down this way. We hit the wall this morning. So taking that lovely rock left to right. Feel that little massage across the lower back. Noticing anywhere else you're feeling it today. Good. If it's extra tight, maybe choose to stay here, rocking. If you feel like you want to move a little deeper into the hips, you can come to a little bit of stillness with me. Inhaling, what we want to focus on is pushing the shoulder blades down and drawing the knees a little deeper in towards the armpits. Maybe if the tailbone's lifting and you want to go a little further, push that tailbone down. And find some lovely deep breaths into the belly, just working through that. An option just to go back though at any time. Get a little bit more in. To that rocking fashion, if that feels a little less intense, a little better today. 4. Nice one, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. So good for our body. Bring the hands a little lower. Let's roll those ankles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the other direction. Nice one. Oh, they're really clicking for me today. 2, and 1. Amazing. Little shake out, slowly bending in those knees. We're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Inhale, bring the nose in towards the knees. Big squeeze. Deep breath in and slowly bringing the head down. Good. And we're going to come up to seated. You've got the option to roll over towards the right hand side and towards that little fetal position or cross the legs. So you're going to cross the lower part of the legs and the ankles, maybe grab the toes. And you've got the option just to rock and roll forward and back to see if you can feel that spine rolling on the mat. And if you can gain enough momentum, rock all the way up or come back up in that fetal position. Just take it if you need it. Amazing, everybody. Cheers. Good morning. Oh, how lovely. Feels good to move, doesn't it? Right, let's make our way to tabletop. We're gonna go do a little flow from there. We'll play a little bit with lizard pose today. Just a little deepening into the hips. Nice one. All right, so nice and wide with the hands. Fingers wide, shoulders in line with the wrists, knees in line with the hips. Good. Let's just do a little rock back and forth. Let's take that little bit of movement, bringing the tailbone down. And slowly coming back up and leaning forward with the pelvis. If it feels okay, so you choose, you can stay here, or if the spine feels good, you can let that belly, bring the pelvis drop down a little bit and lift up the chest. Maybe draw in from the core and rock back. Breathing in and breathing out slowly, leaning forward as far as feels comfortable. Draw the shoulders down if you've taken the chest a little more forward. And drawing it back, exhale. Good. And again, leaning forward, finding your version and coming back up this time to tabletop position. Good. Remembering, always come to the fist if it feels too much. Inhale, we're going to extend that right leg. We're going to kick it up, bending in the knee. We're going to take the knee in towards the nose, 2. And extend. So that's 1. Drawing it in for 2. And on 3, we're going to take a really nice big step forward. So drawing it in, knee towards the nose, and then see if you can peel the foot up and step forward. You can use the hands to wiggle it a little more forward, finding that lovely lunge position and lifting up. So we want that lovely knee as we bend roughly in line with that ankle. Good. When you're ready, if you find your balance, use a wall or a chair. If you needed it, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, sinking down. Nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to bring the thumbs together. Bring the left hand down onto the mat. A little forward, and we're going to just turn. So you can bring that right hand onto the right knee and turn it open, or you can reach the hand up, taking that lovely open. Good. Now what we want to do with this right hand is we want to bring it on the inside of that front foot. We're going to wiggle that front foot out just slightly. Good. Again, you can be on the fist if it feels a lot. We're just driving that knee slightly forward. If that feels enough, that's perfect. This is the idea of lizard lunge. If you feel comfortable, you can walk the hands slightly more forward. Maybe come down onto the forearms. Maybe not. Option here. Just to sink a little deeper. Good. You also have the option to tuck the back toes and lift that back knee, working the heel away, driving that front knee forward. Might be very deep in the hips. Just take it as you need it. Bringing the knee back down. You've got it. Slowly walking the hands back up. Good. Lifting with the chest. We're going to just shift the weight back as if you're moving into your child's pose. Wiggle the front foot back with you. Good. Bringing the knees hip distance and slowly coming down into that lovely child's pose. Inhale, arms extended. Draw the shoulders down. A nice extended child's pose. Good. When you're ready. This time we're going to slowly come up. We're going to rock the body forward like we did before. We're going to lift in the chest, maybe. And use your core coming back to a nice tabletop position. Find your balance. Inhale, we're gonna extend in that left leg. Ready? Bending in for 2. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, we draw it in. Inhale as we extend. And exhale, drawing it in. Nose to knee. A little bit of work in that core. Inhale, extend. You're trying to be really slow and mindful. Knee comes up. Can you maybe take it a nice step forward? And don't worry if you need to use the hand. Take your time. Sinking forward into that lunge and finding your balance. I think it's really important just to see and use what you need around you. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, sinking down. Amazing. Softening in the forehead. Breathing in and out. Thumbs coming in. Good. Beautiful. So we're going to take our right hand and bring it down. And the left hand can stay onto that left knee. You can stay there the whole time. Maybe you can just turn the body to face a little more on that left hand side. If that feels comfortable, stick if you want a little more, reaching out as you drive that front knee forward. Breathing in and out, draw the shoulders down. 3. Our drishti, our gaze is often up, but always take either down, middle, or up if the neck is sore. I would never recommend straining that. Good. We're going to take that top hand and bring it on the inside of the foot so you can feel that left foot's forward, left hand is on the inside. We're going to wiggle the left foot a little bit wider and sink a little further into that lunge. Good. So you can feel like the chest is drawing forward. This might be exactly where you stay. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. If you feel like your body wants to go a little deeper, you can come down onto the forearms. No pressure. Just breathing, and wherever you are, you also have the option to lift that back heel as you sink a little further. Take it as you need it. Find your breath. Doesn't matter what yours looks like. Just move in a way that supports you in finding that release. Bring the knee down. Slowly walking the hands up. And then from here, use the hands to support. We're going to shift the weight back and wiggle that front foot back, back, back. Knees hip distance, and down into our lovely child's pose. And exhale, arms extended, draw the shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale, good. Inhale, we're going to peel the body up into cat pose this time. Feeling that lovely pull across the shoulder blades. And we're going to tuck those back toes. You've got it. We're heading up toward downward dog. Let's lift the knees and shift the weight back and just see where we're at. We've not done much in the hamstring, so let's use our downward dog to get that little release. Swing those hips. Just do what you need to in that first one. Just feel it out before finding that little bit of more alignment. Shifting the weight back a little further and find that openness. Pushing into the toes. I love that feeling, releasing the toes for the shoes you've had on this week. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, coming to stillness. We're going to lift to the top of the toes. You've got it looking forward. Inhale. You can step or you can bend the knee. Thinking about using your core to bring the feet forward and hopping forward only. That feels good, or stepping forward. I always change my mind on that one. Some days I'm in a hopping mood, sometimes I'm stepping. Just hanging out with the. We're going to bring the opposite hands to opposite elbows and give it a little rock left to right. Just getting into that. And feel the back body, a little more the backs of the legs, into the glutes for 4. Inhale and exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly hanging out. Halfway lift, so you choose. So you can bring the hands up the legs, elbows in towards the body. The chest is driving forward. Lifting that tailbone, good. Or fingertips forward, trying not to lean back. So you can draw again the chest forward. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend those knees deep. Scoop it up nice and wide. Arms come back, palms together, back bend. Exhale, tucking under. Drawing in from the center of the body and draw the shoulders down. Breathing in and breathing out. Amazing. Let's flow. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, hinging at the hips, reaching forward. Good. Take the time to soak that up, bending down all the toes. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice. Good. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to scoop it wide. I like to work into this one. It's so good for the spine. That first bit of our salutation, looking under in the pelvis, drawing in. And center the body. Exhale. Let's do it again. Inhale, reaching up. I'm going to take this first spin, hold it here, reaching forward. So we hinge at the hips, we lead with the chest, reaching forward. Good. Feeling that little bit of openness. Try not to lock the knees, but drawing forward with the chest. Good. Then we fold down, bend those knees if you need to. Or if you need to fold down, maybe straighten the legs a little more today. Draw the chin in, halfway lift. Beautiful, bend those knees deep, scoop it up, back bend, and bringing the thumbs in, tucking under, drawing in from the core. Good, breathing in, and slowly breathing out. Awesome, this time we're gonna step and hop back, inhale, reaching it up, and exhale, hinging at the hips, folding, feeling that lovely benefit, and folding down. Exhale, good. Halfway lift. Good. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the hands forward. Step or hop back to your high plank. Option to hold here nice and strong, or you can come down to the knees. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Heels draw away. Drawing in from your core. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Now you know how to lower down. You can either come up via the knees, or you can push into the toes, come over those wrists, and see that upper body will slowly support you lowering down. It doesn't feel that strong yet, no problem. Just come to the knees every time. Untuck those toes. We're going to roll the shoulders up and back. Good. Elbows drawing in towards the body and lifting up into your version of cobra. So feel the chest drop forward as you draw the shoulders down. Inhale, a little smile, and exhale, folding down. Oh, beautiful. Pushing into the hands, we're going to peel the body up. This time we're going to tuck those back toes and we're going to lift up to our downward dog. So we're going to take a step forward in a minute. So swing the hips a little bit, walk those heels. You're going to find a 3-legged dog. Don't worry if that's not your kind of vibe, but we're going to take it just a little bit so we can bend and step forward. So we're going to shift the weight over towards that left leg. Inhale, kick up in the right leg. Bending into that knee. What I want us to do is drop forward. So we're going to bring the knee forward, and take a big step wherever feels comfortable. We're going to bring that back foot so that the toes are at a 45-degree angle. Use a wall if you need to. Inhale, coming all the way up. We are now in warrior 1. Hips facing forward. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, sinking down. See, as you do that, can you tuck under in the pelvis and sink down? So we want to be nice and tall in the spine here. Tucking under, reaching up. Maybe bring the palms together. Just feeling that lovely strength. Feel like we're lifting in the upper body, like drawing the top of the head up, rooting really strong down into those feet. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to straighten that front leg. We're going to turn to face the back toes and pivot those back toes to face the long edge of the mat. Wiggling that front foot in so that the heels roughly in line with the middle of that back foot. Let's find our warrior 2. Arms come out. Inhale and exhale. Drop the shoulders down. Draw in from your core. Again, tucking under, and then we bend. So we don't want the knee tracking over that big toe. We want to squeeze. We sink down, rotating here. So we're opening up in the hips. Notice we're not reaching forward. Body stays in the center. Again, lifting. Tall from the top of the head. Maybe lining up those middle fingers. In from the center of the body. Hold today. You need to come out of it, but let's find a little bit of extra time here. Inhale, straightening that front leg. You got it, and exhale. Breathing in. We're going to bend into the front knee and maybe take that side angle pose. Elbow comes down. We're reaching up. Have the hand coming up towards the ceiling or alongside the ear. Eyes can be forward. Your drishti could be up. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. And then we're gonna bring our back hand down. We're gonna reach that top hand up, inhale. Lift up with the chest, maybe reaching a little bit back. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center, bending into the front knee, rotating, finding that lovely side angle. And you've got the option to reach. You can bring the hand down if you like, opening that chest. And if there is anybody who likes to take the bind, here's your option to do it now. Option is there, you don't have to. You're tucking that right hand underneath the knee, left hand back, opening the chest wide. If not, just stay here. When you're ready, coming back up, side angle, bringing the arms up, breathing in, back hand draws down. Just don't put too much pressure on that back knee. Just taking a little back bend here. Your gaze could be up, forward or down. Check in with your neck. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center. You've got it. Good. We're going to bend into that front knee, wiggle it slightly out. We're going to wiggle that back foot slowly. We're going to come into a crescent lunge. So we're going to pivot, lifting the back foot, facing forward. You've got it. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to fold forward, bring the hands on opposite sides of that front foot. You've got it. And we're going to slowly wiggle that front foot back. Yeah, awesome. There's your plank. Coming to the knees or staying here. Work the heels away, chest forward, in from the chest, feel strong. Inhale and exhale, yogi's choice to lower down, either come via the knees, pushing into the toes, and slowly lowering in that upper body. Untuck those toes. Amazing. Exhale. Find a really lovely cobra pose. Draw the shoulders up, elbows come in towards the body. You can stay here. You can push into the hands, lift a little or a lot. That's fine, feels good. Awesome little flow there, team. Inhale. And exhale, slowly coming back down. Let's do the same on the other side. Pushing into the hands. Come up. Tuck those back toes. Let's find our downward dog. Good. Let's take a second to find your balance. Find a nice steady breath. Inhale and exhale. Maybe swinging those hips. Good. Inhale. This time we're going to kick up with the left leg. We're going to bend into that knee, drop forward, and take a step. Good. Use the hands to support the wall or a chair. Inhale, wiggle that back foot so it comes nice 45-degree angle. The feet are about hip distance and coming all the way up. Good. Nice one. Once you feel up, you're not dizzy, you've got your balance. We're turning so that those hips face forward, right? You've got it. We're going to tuck under in the pelvis. Inhale, reaching up, maybe palms to touch, sinking down. Nice, holding here, tucking under, getting into that psoas muscle in the hips. See if you can get those hips nice and square and forward. Straightening that front leg. Good, inhale, exhale, sinking down. Again, if the arms feel too much, body feels off the kilter, just hold on to a wall, tucking under all the time as we find that lovely work into the hips. Inhale, straightening that front leg. Good. We're going to turn the body towards the back foot and pivot so that the toes are facing the long edge. Maybe hands on the hips while we wiggle that front foot in as well, slightly, just to find that lovely alignment. You've got it. Our warrior twos. Inhale, reach the arms out. As we exhale, we're going to bend into the knee, tuck under in the pelvis so that that knee is tracking towards the baby toe. The body stays in the center. We draw in long from the top of the head. Beautiful. Maybe lining up those middle fingers. Remember, if you're holding it a little longer, you need a breath or a break, just come out of it. Otherwise, let's just find a little bit of work tucking under. Inhale, straightening. And exhale. That sunshine's coming out of my house. Hopefully, same for you. Inhale and exhale. Deep bend, rotation. Beautiful. Maybe bending into that elbow. That top hand can come onto the hip. You can come up. Sink a little deeper into that front knee. Maybe arm comes alongside the ear. You guys can be up. Keep sinking, opening the knee wide. Beautiful. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. Back hand comes down. We're going to reach the top hand up. You can stay here or you can breathe in. Feel that spine lengthen. Take that little bit of a back bend here. Beautiful.
Try not to put too much pressure with the hand on the knee. Keep it soft or move it. Nice. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Then exhale, sinking down. Good. So here's an option. If side angle, this is your variation. You choose where your arms and your hands go. The other option here is to reach down. You can stay here, opening the chest if you like. If you've got a block in your house, it's a nice place to bring a block or a stack of books. You want to take the bind. The left hand comes underneath. The right hand comes out and maybe they match. If they do, we still keep that bend in the knee, the opening in the chest. Don't worry if that's not there now or ever. Some of us, that is an option and feels good. So your body's perfect as it is. Remember, inhale, slowly coming all the way back up out of wherever you chose to take that position. Back hand comes back. Top hand up, inhale. Maybe stay there or breath in. Spine lengthens and we lift. Love that. Breathing in and out. 3, 2, relaxing in the face. And 1, inhale, coming all the way back around. Good, we're gonna bend into that front knee. We're gonna start to wiggle the back foot slightly forward. Front foot comes a bit wider where we were before. We lift the back heel, we pivot. Crescent lunge, inhale, we reach up. And exhale, you can have the hips reach forward. Hands come on opposite side of that front foot. Wiggle the front foot back. You've got it, you found your plank pose. Whether you come down onto the knees now, work the heels, pelvis draws down, chest forward if you want. And inhale, yogi's choice on lowering down. Beautiful, nice work. Feeling a bit of warmth in the body. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And breathing and lifting up a little. 4, 3, nice, softening in the forehead. 2, and 1. This one, we're going to slowly bend down into the elbows. We're going to use our core to lift up into tabletop position, taking the knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. Changed it up for us and slowly sink down. And you can come down on and stack the fifth on forehead, relax there. Or you can come down a little further with the chest. Just allow that tailbone to sink down towards the heels, taking it as you need it. Let's find some slow, deep breaths, just checking in maybe where you felt that. Sometimes it feels in the lower back, sometimes really deep in the hips. You can take the knees a little wider, even if you feel like you want a little more depth. We've really worked a little bit to open that up today. Softening in the forehead. Let's find some slow inhales and exhales. 1, 3. Noticing the warmth created in our lovely flow. 2. Inhale and exhale. 1. Beautiful. Slowly beginning to push the hands up. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward. Inhale, coming up. And bring the knees in to a tabletop position. Lovely. Just gonna sort out my mat here. Got it all bumpy, good. And then we're gonna walk the hands slightly forward. Inhale. Punch to extend the right toes. Push the heel down. Right hip comes down. And that little stretch in that calf muscle. And we're gonna push into the toes. Moving forward a little bit. Move back. Nice opportunity just to get into the feet before we take our pigeon pose. We're going to come back to a nice stillness using the core. Inhale, lift the back leg, bending your back knee. We're going to slowly draw the knee forward, forward, forward as you can. Yes, good. Bring the hands slightly in front. Wiggle that front foot so that it wiggles a little more towards the midline. And then we're going to tuck the back toes, just straighten out so that the knee is on the mat and wiggle it back. It feels super tight. Come and find a position on the forearms. Maybe stack the fists. Relax here. Untuck that back toe. And just stick with it. If you do have the openness, maybe bringing the hands down in another way. Just take it as you need it. Drawing both the hips forward. Inhale and exhale. Just release, surrender to the pose. Maybe just close the eyes. Just to relax into it. A really nice position here just to work through any of that sensation that you're feeling. Any of that tightness, and just inhale and exhale. Let it go. We begin to just close those eyes if you haven't already. And find some slow, deep breaths for 3. And so inhaling and exhaling. For 2. Inhale and exhale. For 1. Nice one. Just begin to push the body out. Then we're gonna roll the body over towards the right hand side. Good. What we want to do is bring that left leg up so that the foot and the knee, the foot is on top of that knee. Yeah, and we're gonna turn towards the front knee. So it looks like this. Yeah. So right knee bent, left knee's drawing in. Inhale, we're gonna twist the body. You're gonna draw that hip forward. Inhale, walk the hands as far as comfortable. Release them twist. You can stay lifted. You can come again down to forearms, and you can reach. Breathing deep. See if you can get that lovely extra stretch in the side body here. 4. Breathing in and out. 3. That compression of the belly working inwards. 2. And 1. Nice one. Inhale, coming all the way back up. You got it. We're gonna slowly begin just to swing the feet back and find our downward dog. Or not downward dog. Tabletop. Sorry. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's extend the left toes this time. So find your position, working that heel down, dropping the left hip down, drawing in from your core. You can push into the toes if you want to rock forward and back, just letting a little stretch there in the feet. Into that calf muscle, good. Holding where you want to, rocking if you need to, good. And then we're going to find our pigeon pose. Inhale, coming back to that lovely central point. Lift the back leg, bend the knee, good. We're going to walk the hands slightly forward. Knee comes as forward as you can get it. Hands bend forward again, good. Wiggling, left foot comes in towards that midline. Wiggle as far as feels comfortable, and then we're going to bring the hips, wiggle so that they come down. In the knee facing down, wiggle that back foot back a little further, and then find what feels good to you. For some of us, it's going to be really, really tight. It feels too much. Just find something that does feel good. There's loads of different options, but just feel what it is that feels like your limit. If you want it to come all the way down, you can. And just breathe with me. Just hanging out. Kind of let go of any of those feelings, maybe coming back to those intentions that you set today. Where are we at until maybe you wanted to move or flow, or you were after from the practice today? Anything emotional, maybe take a few deep breaths and see if you can just leave a little bit of the heaviness here. Inhale and exhale. For 2. Deep breath. Inhale and exhale for 1. Amazing. Slowly bring the hands, pushing the body up, roll the body towards the left hand side, so you can just bring that right knee up. Just readjust in any way that feels good. And then what we're gonna do is just wiggle so that the body is twisting towards that left knee. Inhale, twisting as far as feels comfortable coming down, they're keeping the hands lifted, maybe the elbows down, maybe you can reach as far as possible, reaching both arms and the chest down. Let's breathe, inhale. And exhale, feeling breath to belly. Inhale and exhale. Nice twist here. A little bit more of a twist. You can feel that in the hip. 3, 2, relaxing in the face and the forehead. And 1, inhale, slowly coming all the way back up. You're gonna bring that back foot in and come up to a nice upright position on the mat, crossing the legs. Amazing. Grab your drink if you have it. Just join me in a little moment. Take a breath. Good. Nice work, everyone. Coming to that nice upright seated position. We're gonna inhale, roll the shoulders up and drop them back. Find some big circles for me. We're just gonna keep them going. Breathing in. Breathing out. You like your little crunches, those little flicks. Ready. 2. Inhale, exhale. 1. And leading the shoulders up and dropping them down, nice and tall. Spine. Good. We're going to take that right ear to the right shoulder and back to center. Left ear to left shoulder and back to center. Good. Just take it slow. Back and forth, staying a little longer. Anywhere you feel like you might need it. 4. Inhale, exhale. 3. 2. 1. Slowly finishing off whichever side. Balancing it out in that 13. And slowly bringing everything back to stillness when you're ready. Good. Inhale with me through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Breathing in again. And exhale. It's going to take a little roll. The body, you can have nice soft eyes. Roll the chest forward towards the right hand side and the right. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And the other direction. Around. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Amazing. Coming back to center. Inhale. And exhale. And let's just stop. And take a little bit of a release in the face. Pointer finger and middle finger. Let's get a little bit of that space between the eyebrows, up and around. Beautiful. Just moving in a way that feels good. Maybe pushing a little bit if you need to. Maybe taking those circles in the temples. Really find what feels good to you. Right. And then the top of the nose down. Maybe into the sinuses and going in circles. Maybe down and around in the cheekbones. Finding that lovely space of relaxation. And find what feels good.
Just moving in that space. Few big circles. And exhale, down, down, down. Good. I'm gonna move the jaw a little bit. Lovely. Always looks so funny on the screen. Really great to help just reset. That jaw's connected to so much tightness throughout the body. I think the more that we read and learn, it's just wild. I knew it connected with the shoulder, but apparently it's got lots of connection with pelvis as well. So take that movement. Amazing. And this is your opportunity to lay back, find that position we found at the beginning. That lovely connection with the back body in the mat, lying down in your version of Shavasana, remembering now that you're at home. Just make it what you want. You need anything like turning out a light or grabbing an eye pillow if you have one, or wrapping up warmer, lying back in bed. I would love to do that. A lovely way to kind of end a session if you don't have anywhere to go. Or just lay on your mat and use this as a space to just stop and let the practice sink in. Relaxing and closing the eyes if you haven't already, letting the breath just go back to its natural rhythm. Allow yourself to soften in the forehead, releasing any last tightness between the eyebrows. Softening and relaxing the creases alongside the eyes. Allow the whole of the back body to melt into the mat and feel it catch you. Just let that breath come and go, allowing everything we've done today, movement, reflection, stretch and strengthen, breath. Allow it just to nourish you in mind and body. Inhaling and exhaling. A little food for thought today, in case no one said it to you in a while. You are amazing. You really are brilliant. Your smile is beautiful. You are strong. You are a gift. Really are. You're important. Your happiness is essential. You are enough just the way you are. You are loved. And you are worthy of all the magic that you seek. Rest. Stay as long as you need. Wishing you a beautiful Sunday and week ahead.